going to continue adding and subtracting fractions. If you look at number 3 here, 3 is 3/8 minus 2/3. 3/8 minus 2/3. Again, when you add or subtract, you need to have a common denominator. But here's the thing. Subtraction, there's really no difference with addition. It's just the same operation. It's just addition of the opposite. That's all. And so all of the same operations apply to subtraction as it does to addition. So we need that common denominator, and between 8 and 3, can you think of what the common denominator will be? If you said 24, you're correct. So I need to multiply both numerator and denominator here for the first fraction by 3, and the second numerator and denominator by 8. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 8 is 24. Minus 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 8 is 24. 1 second. Okay, now we have a common denominator. That means that we can just subtract the numerator. What's 9 minus 16? Well, that's -7. Keep the denominator the same. 7 and 24 do not share a common factor, therefore this is the answer. Notice that with subtraction it is possible to get a negative. It just depends on which number is larger. Also, if you're wondering which one is larger, you can kind of do a cross product. Do 3 times 3 here and put the number on top here. 3 times 3 is 9, and then do 2 and 8 here, that's 16. 9 and 16. Which of the two numbers is larger? Well, 16 is. Therefore, because you're taking a smaller number and subtracting off a larger number, you should know that you're going to get a negative value. Now if you look at number 4 here, we have 2/3 minus 3/8. Okay, so 2/3 minus 3/8. Notice that this is it's the same thing, except written in the opposite order. That's all. So what we're going to do is we're just going to flip these two. Well, everything's the same, it's just we're going to get the opposite sign. So common denominator of 24, so I need to multiply both the numerator and denominator by 8, and both the numerator and denominator by 3, and then multiply straight across. That gives me 16 24ths minus 9 24ths. And again, 16 minus 9 is positive 7 this time, and you keep your denominator of 24. So notice that order does matter for subtraction, but notice that if I added, the order really doesn't matter. That's really the main difference between subtraction and addition. Okay, let's look at number 5. We have 7/16 plus 1/2. 7/16 plus 1/2. Notice that 16 and 2, well, 16 is already a multiple of 2, which means that 16 is actually the common denominator here. Often that's going to happen. So what we're going to do is ask ourselves 2 times what gives us 16, and that's 8. So I need to multiply both the numerator and denominator by 8. And if you want to be consistent, you can write a 1 and a 1 over here for the 16, because 16 times 1 is just 16. So 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 16 is 16. So 7 over 16, and just remains 7 over 16. Plus 1 times 8, which is 8, and 2 times 8, which is 16. So I need to add these two together. So 7 plus 8 is 15, and keep the denominator of 16. So that's 15/16. Alrighty, well, have fun.